Hey everyone, my name is Gavin. I've recently seen some debates online of people debating what electric piano was used for the Beatles song Come Together during the solo and the outro. I've seen people mention the Fender Rhodes. I've seen people mention the Wurlitzer electric piano. I've even seen people talk about it being a Hohner product, such as the Hohner Pianette or even the Hohner Electra piano. And that got me pretty curious what it could be. And to help me figure out the answer to this debate, I would like to introduce you to two fantastic instruments, which are a 1977 Rhodes Mark I electric piano and a 1971 Wurlitzer Model 200 electric piano. Now, on my quest to find the answer to this question, I spent a lot of time looking through photographs from the Abbey Road sessions, trying to figure out if I could find any sort of hint towards any electric pianos or any kind of instruments they had use of during those sessions. And I couldn't find any evidence, direct evidence, of them using a Fender Rhodes or Wurlitzer, but I do have some other photos that might help narrow down our answer. Now, starting with the Fender Rhodes, this was an instrument primarily used by Billy Preston during the latter half of January of '69 during the Get Back / Let It Be sessions. Now, I did find some photos from February of the same year during a recording session that Paul McCartney was producing for a band called The Foremost, where you can see Paul McCartney playing the same, presumably the same, '68 Fender Rhodes. Now, in terms of the Wurlitzer, there is photographic evidence of the Beatles having one in the studio. Fast forward to early January of 1970, you can clearly see a red top Wurlitzer Model 200 in the studio with the Beatles. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that the Beatles had access to one during the Abbey Road sessions, considering that the sessions for I Me Mine were taking place long after the Abbey Road had already been released. However, there is still a small possibility that a Wurlitzer was available to use during the sessions of Come Together. Now, after looking at those photos, I'm leaning more towards the Fender Rhodes being what's on the song, just because we know definitively that the Beatles had access to one and used one before the Abbey Road sessions started and before they started recording Come Together in late July of 1969. So since I couldn't find any concrete evidence from photographs from the sessions, the next best thing to do is do sound demos. So first, I will play you the isolated clip from the song of the electric piano part, and then I'll compare it to the Rhodes and to the Wurlitzer. Now, after listening to the sound demos, I am inclined to believe that it was the Fender Rhodes. However, I totally see why people mention the Wurlitzer. They do sound very similar, so it all makes sense. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and have an amazing day.